What's poppin', everyone? Hope you guys are doing amazing. So, this is another battle that I'm gonna throw on YouTube as well. This is actually a battle against a friend of mine. It was a put up or shut up in a series of 4 battles. So, I am gonna go ahead and, of course, I'm gonna separate them all because, why not? But, this one is an overused battle. So, you see with my team, Landorus Therian, Rotom Wash, Gallade, Magearna, Hoopa Unbound, and Kartana. But, without further ado, let's start the battle, guys. Of course, this is battle 1 of 4. As in, approve it. So he's going to lead with his Gyarados. So, if I'm not mistaken, this Gyarados is a Moxie Gyarados. I'm going to start with my Landorus Therian form. And of course, my Intimidate's going to go off, so that tells me either A, Gyarados is faster if it had Intimidate, but it doesn't. It doesn't tell me too much, but it's going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and switch out my Landorus for Rotom Wash. And he starts off with a Z move right off the bat onto my Rotom, which, flying on an electric type, not very effective. So it's not really gonna do that much damage. So, Supersonic Sky Strike hits Rotom Wash, does about quarter damage. Of course, I recover with leftovers, and this is where we're gonna have a little bit of a read game, because we do that a lot. I'm going to go for Volt Switch. He's going to swap to his Nidoking. So at least I taught him a few things on work on your prediction, which he predicted correctly. I wasn't sure what was going to happen here, so I swapped out my Rotom and brought out my Magearna because I was assuming maybe a Sludge Wave was coming my way. But no, a Thunderbolt is coming, so it's still not going to do that much damage because my Magearna is Assault Vested. And I'm going to switch back into Rotom because I'm expecting an Earth Power. But little did I not predict correctly. Well, I still predicted decently because it was a Flamethrower coming at me. So, get a little health back from leftovers. I believe he's going to use Thunderbolt again. And, of course, a critical hit. That hurt like hell. And I use Hydro Pump and miss. So that kind of hurt a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and swap out my Rotom again. I'm going to bring back Landorus because I'm thinking another Thunderbolt's coming in. And if I'm not mistaken, I actually made a bad move. No, I made a good move. So I resist. Well, technically I'm immune, but I stayed in like an idiot and boom, get hit by Ice Beam. One-shotting. I was like, fuck! What am I going to do now? Excuse my language, but still. Of course, now I bring Luke, my Gallade. Yes, use the Force, Luke. And, of course, he's going to withdraw his Nidoking, which was good. He brings out his Gyarados. And if I'm not mistaken, I went into, well, Mega Evolving, obviously. But if I'm not mistaken, I think I went for a Psycho Cut. It was either Psycho Cut or Zen Headbutt. It was one of the two. Zen Headbutt. So, I already know I'm faster than Gyarados. That doesn't matter. But I did over half. So that Gyarados is dead. If it stays in, which it does. So, I believe now we're 1-1. Now he brings out his Vivian. Now this is where prediction was in my favor. I switch out Gallade and I bring out my Kartana. Because I'm not dealing with Sleep Powder. Forget it. It's going to use Sleep Powder, and of course it doesn't affect Kartana because it's a Grass type and a Steel type, but still, I went in for Smart Strike because you know what? Don't matter. It's going to go for Quiver Dance, but again, it doesn't matter because my Kartana is Choice Scarf because Scarftana is so clean. Max attack, max speed, I believe it's Adamant? No, it's Jolly. It's Jolly. But anyway, I get the attack boost. He's going to bring on his Latios. And I'm just going to go ham with the Smart Strike. And that's going to take out Latios in one hit. Get the attack boost again. So, this is exactly how it's going to look. It's a sweep. And of course, another smart strike to the face on Nidoking, and it still faints. 3 attack boosts now. Like, I'm going to be sweeping this entire team. He brings out Altaria. And this is where I question why he was doing it. He Mega Evolved his Altaria. So it gave it a weakness to Smart Strike, which was a bad move. But, the whole battle was over anyway after I got that one boost. But either way, AquaLuna is a good sport, regardless. Good friend. His last Pokemon is Greninja. And then he forfeits. So that's the end of Battle 1. So Battle 2 will be up very shortly. So stay tuned, guys. Actually, you know what? No. We're going to do both battles. We're going to do the OU battles in one video, and then we're going to do the model type videos after. So, next battle is going to be a doubles OU. This is one team that I actually built when Sun and Moon came out. So, I want to say that's like 2 years ago. This is what I would call, back in my league days, I was only using Water, Psychic, and Steel. And of course, he swapped his Pokemon out a little bit as well. So we're going to go ahead and start the battle. This is part 2 of the Prove It battle. I'm going to start off with Sagat and Edward, aka Medicham and Kartana. He's going to bring out his Nidoking and his Volcanion. So both Pokemon are pretty problematic against the 2 I have. So he's going to withdraw his Nidoking and bring out his Gyarados. I'm going to go ahead and Mega Evolve my Medicham because I believe... I'm trying to remember exactly which one I actually used Fake Out on. If I'm not mistaken, I used Fake Out on the Volcanion, but of course I'm going to be either A, corrected, or whatever. So I used Fake Out... Oh, never mind. I used Fake Out on Volcanion, and I used Knockoff on Gyarados, which that didn't do anything, only because we know it's holding a Z Crystal. I'm going to go ahead and use Knockoff on Volcanion and knock out that Assault Vest. And I'm going to use Psycho Cut on Gyarados. Got the critical hit, take out the Gyarados. However, I'm going to get hit by Fire Blast, aka Edward is going to get knocked out by Fire Blast times 4 weakness. So Kartana is not going to do the same thing as in Battle 1. So I'm going to bring out my Tapu Lele. So now Psycho Cut gets a nice boost. And I'm wide open for Sleep Powder. I can't have that. So this is where things get a little messy. Sagat's going to use Psycho Cut onto Volcanion. That should take it down in one hit. And then I use Taunt because I'm not dealing with Sleep Powder or Quiver Dance. So I had to predict that one. So now I'm going to go ahead and use Bullet Punch onto the Vivian because since it is a flying type, it is not grounded. It's going to get hit by Bullet Punch, but Greninja uses Gunk Shot on Tapu Lele, and that is a one-hit KO. Down goes Tapu Lele. That's unfortunate because it was a Psychium Z Tapu Lele, and Hurricane goes off onto Mega Medicham, so he actually double kills this round. This one was actually really close. His doubles game is really improving, and we do spar from time to time. So I'm going to bring out Politoed and Kingdra, because you know what? Water shenanigans. So my Psychic shenanigans are gone. Now it's all about the water shenanigans. So I'm going to go for a Helping Hand, so I can boost that Muddy Water from Kingdra. Kingdra's already going to get the boost. It's Modest Nature, it has Life Orb, and it's getting a Helping Hand boost, so it's going to knock out something. And it's going to almost take down Greninja, but Vivian's gone. And Greninja's going to go straight for the Dark Pulse at this point, because he was thinking I was going to go for Hypnosis and hope for the flinch, but no. I'm just going to go straight for Muddy Water. And of course, I'm going to use Helping Hand again, because you know what? Nidoking's weak against water, and Greninja is not a water type right now because of Protean, but it dodges Muddy Water. So down goes Nidoking, while Greninja is still standing. And of course, it's going to get that boost from the Psychic Terrain, use Extra Sensory onto Kingdra, dealing significant damage. Now Altaria's coming. This is the final turn here. I'm going to use Ice Beam on it, because either you Mega Evolve, or you don't. Either way, you're getting a ×4 hit if you stay in as regular Altaria, which that just happened. And then, of course, it's going to use Extra Sensory onto my Kingdra to take it down. But what's going to happen here is my Politoed is going to go ahead and use Scald. Since it's a Psychic type, not a Water type, it's going to do neutral damage. But with a sliver of health left, it doesn't matter. So that is the end of Battle 2 of the OU battles between AquaLuna and I. Again, AquaLuna is a great sport. His doubles game is improving. So I'm going to put his Twitch link out. I don't think he streams battles, but you know what? He's still a decent player, and he's willing to improve by any means. So, there you have it, everyone. Everyone make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. And of course, have a Happy New Year. See you guys next time. Bye.